quality build stream, but at the same time be able to really give you like, hey, if you're going to set this up, how does this make it, like, why did we make the decisions we make, and making sure that the things that I'm even saying make sense. Because for all of the things that I know, like, I've actually only been building PCs, like, realistically for 5 years. And even then, like, I built, up until I started Robeytech, really, I probably built 7 or 10, which, I mean, comparatively to most people is not a ton. But I have watched religiously, like so many of you, people like Linus and Paul and Gamers Nexus and Jay, learning and soaking up so much. But now that I've built like what, almost 400 systems, it becomes a whole lot more as I start to learn the decisions as to why I'm making things and all that sort of stuff to make it get better. Now, one of the things that we've heard from you guys, so many of you guys, and Linus has been here on the channel. Like, you guys have seen him. Linus has stopped by. Paul has stopped by. We've had Tech Deal stop by. These people have all been in our channel, commented, been a part of it, and are becoming a part of our community. We're starting to integrate with those guys and getting better from there. But one of the things that we are doing is, one of the things we've heard the feedback on is, like, as I've done these builds, people are like, hey, Robey, why, like, what are the thermals, what are the performances, what are the things that we could do, like, on top of these builds that actually give us the information? And we've done a good job of curating the videos down, but now we're going to be taking these streams that you guys are seeing, and we're giving you that detail that you've asked for. So from now on, with every new case, starting with the P200A, which you guys saw last week, you guys will get full thermals, both GPU and CPU. Basically, we're going to be releasing a video in the next couple weeks. It'll tell you about this testing methodology end to end, but you're going to get full thermals, GPU, CPU. You'll also be basically getting how the build itself runs, because we choose the part specifically. So you'll be getting benchmarks on games for NVIDIA. There'll be RTX games for AMD. There'll be AMD games. We'll also be playing Apex. We'll be playing Apex. We'll be playing Fortnite. We'll be playing COD, and we'll basically be giving you those as well. But not just those settings set by No Cocoa Puffs, settings set by Takata, and settings set by professional COD players. So that way, these things are basically set to be the best in terms of, hey, how is this going to run with these settings? With this hardware, with those games, maximizing for FPS. So if you were going to go and run competitive, what would you do? And just to give you a hint, like, we're running Fortnite on that P200A system. We're getting 300 plus FPS in that current configuration, which for a sub $2,000 machine is absolutely fantastic. So I just want to let you guys know that the builds from now on, when you guys see these builds, you guys know that we will be following up with a full suite of tests. So when you get done, and if you decide, hey, Robey, I want to build that build, and I want to follow this guide or follow any one of your guides, you guys will know how that machine will run, because and making sure that you guys will be happy should you choose that, or at least not necessarily happy, but be fully informed in terms of what the build actually was capable of. So that should be pretty cool. Guys, also, so yeah, that I wanted to take a little bit and just say, as a promise, we heard your feedback. I listened to your feedback. I listened to all the comments. I read as many of them as I can. And I want to let you guys know we heard your stuff. We heard what you said, and we're improving to make it better. I also want you to know that we have we've almost replaced every single one of our Twitch emotes. So we have new Twitch emotes. We have the ever mighty click emote is available. Obviously, we're gonna make that one special, so it's up at tier 3 right now for tier 3 subs. But there's a click emote. We've got the lull emote that just got released. So Blondie's been busy at work. Dad jokes is there now. So we've been improving all of our jokes to basically improving all of our emotes to make things better for you guys. So we're constantly trying to improve, constantly trying to make it better, and trying to make this the best community for PC that we possibly can. So if you have questions, and I know I'm taking more time here, but if you have questions and you want to know about PC builds or stuff like that, obviously I won't be able to answer them. I know a lot of people have probably given up on that, but we have people like our tech specialists who are sitting in the chats on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all of them, who are willing to go with you and work with you to basically answer some of those tech questions. And then always, we have an amazing community of over 12,000 people over at discord.gg/Robeytech, where you can pop in. We have channels set up for that. It's a family safe environment. Nobody's going to make fun of you. Well, they might make fun of you. I make fun of people. But the other thing too is what I'm saying is that it'll be clean, safe, and a great cohesive community to ask your questions and feel safe about the things you're going to get. So anyway, I wanted to start off because we're getting close to halfway through 2021 already, and I just want to let you know that Robeytech 2.0 wasn't just something I said in in January that was just with rebranding. It's all about improving so much of our stuff, and we're constantly trying to evolve and make it better for you. So anyway, guys, that is it. I also we're going to talk about this little bad boy right here because I'm excited about, oh, there's Icy. Yeah, Icy helped me with today's build, and we were talking about PSUs in depth. We're going to talk about this. We got Sweet Micah. Is she in chat? Sweet Micah is here, who works on the Surface team. Surface sent me a couple Surfaces that we're going to be showing off here in a bit. I'm excited about this because of something that is relatively new that we'll talk a little bit about. But first and foremost, I got to talk about one of our key sponsors. So we're going to get that going here real quick. Who here, and I know I just did this last week, but on Wednesday. But I want, you know, we try to do this weekly, so you can go for there. One of the things that's always crazy is when you buy a new system, if you're able to get a GPU. I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see Greg's video about that guy who sold 72 3060 Ti's for like, what was it, $21,000? Yeah, that made my skin crawl. Anyway. But if you get a GPU and you want to build a PC, like you've basically overpaid for a GPU, you've probably overpaid for a CPU, you may have overpaid for RAM and NVMe SSDs right now just because of crypto miners. So the thing is, you get to the end and finally that last stab in the heart is that Windows 10 key, where you're like, my gosh, I'm going to buy Windows 10 for $119. What the heck are you talking about? Well, luckily, your man Robeytech has taken some time to do some investigation, because every TechTuber, whether that's Greg, you know, Greg, Jay, any of these guys has done, well, I don't know why it's that small, but we'll fix it. That's very tiny. Transform, there you go. Anyway, have gone through there, and we have these things called, oh, you know what, I wonder if I can add my camera back in. I'm gonna turn it back on. One sec, guys. We're gonna make this better. Where did it go? It just oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. I can push this over. Let's click on the right thing. You guys are watching things real time. There you go. Okay. Anyway, okay, so that's a little bit better. I'll make it smaller. What is this random thing that's on here? I have the sub. No, that's okay. That's good. Oh, that thing. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So now we've got it all set. So anyway, these guys, basically what happens is every TechTuber goes through and they try and find, like, hey, I want to find a great. We get offered from like CD key resellers. And the thing is that one of the things that I was doing is I used to work. I used to work for a big corporation, and of course, for me, I care about making sure that you guys are getting legit products. So when these guys reached out, and this was with every single one of them, I was like, look, I want you to prove to me that you're a legit key manufacturer. I want to see the purchase orders that show that you're purchasing the keys from Microsoft and all this other stuff. And these guys jumped through a ton of hoops to verify that what we were getting was actually retail keys of Microsoft Windows. And so one of the things I was like, okay, cool. Well, these guys went through that, so I'm willing to basically work with you to basically sell these keys to my audience, which is where I'm at now. So now what you do, instead of spending $119.59 on Windows 10, you're going to spend $21.64. And you guys might be like, wait, is this legit, Robey? Like, is this a scam? Are you trying to scam me? Number one, I would not do that. That would completely screw over my entire reputation, so that's not going to happen. The other thing too is you can ask literally the thousands of people who are here in the channel who have done this, and it has worked for them. There's a ton of people here who've basically gotten their product keys from this site, and even when they've had issues, reach out to customer service and had them immediately rectified. But the best thing about it is not only is it just $19, but now if I go ahead and hit buy now and it pops up, now I'm like, oh, hey, cool, check this out. Now it's $21, but if I use my code RB20, oh, it's not working. Why are you guys aren't seeing the whole thing? What is going on here? Oh, hold on, maybe I have to, oh, there it goes. So if you use the code, oh, it's just gotta be photo. Okay, so if you use the code RB20, so here it is, $21.64. If you use the code RB20 and hit apply, check it out. Now it drops by another $4.33, and it's down to $17.31. Now you might be like, okay, Robey, that's great. Have you ever purchased a key from there? And the question is, absolutely. I have absolutely purchased keys from there. And in fact, you can go to User Center and you can check out my purchase orders, and you can actually see I have keys that have been used and I have purchased from this site. So again, well worth the option. Instead, you're literally spending, what, 10% of the overall cost for Windows, and saving yourself some bucks. So yeah, worth going in there. Anyway, that's that. If you guys have any questions, is it legit? Edwin R is asking, is it legit? Ask in YouTube. Tons of people use this before. The people have gotten their key. I don't know if as many on YouTube as on Twitch. Twitch has used it a ton, but you can go from there. People are asking, what do you do with all the PC parts? Most of my PC parts are actually part of commission builds, but I do have a repository of PC parts that are just for doing case reviews. And the thing is that once I'm finished with them, they get taken apart and then they go back in the repository so we can use them again. So yeah. It's legit. Lots of people are basically using it. Where's your shirt from? I got it from Envious directly. I used to do a lot of stuff with them, and they basically provided me a shirt with my name on it. This is my old gamer tag back when I was basically dealing with gaming stuff more than then, but now I've now since changed my branding, so there it is. But yeah, this is from Envious. I was not sponsored by Envious, no. I just did some stuff directly for them, which was pretty cool. Anyway, I did want to talk. Sweet Micah, are you here in the channel? I'm going to say hi, guys. I want to talk about something a little bit different, and then we'll go into dad jokes and get started on the build. Don't worry, this build's not going to be that long, so I'm taking a little bit of time. But I'm excited about this right here. And this is the new Ryzen versions of the Microsoft Surface laptop. This is the Microsoft Surface Laptop 4, the 13.5-inch build that we are using. And the thing that I'm so excited about is, like, now that we have Ryzen laptops, which have, you know, for a while, yes, we've been having them, but these are the ones that basically are super crazy fast. This thing has, what is it, it's like, Sweet Mike, it's 18 and a half hours of battery life. Now you might be thinking, hey Robey, you know, for productivity, there isn't a whole lot more that you could get. And the other thing too is when you're talking about a price, and again, if you are down in the description below, if you're watching on YouTube, the price for this thing is coming in at $999, which is absolutely ridiculous for what you're basically getting, inside of this system. And we'll show you a little bit about this. But the thing is that one of the problems that used to be an issue way back in the day when you had one of these was the fact that you couldn't, like, without a discrete graphics card, you couldn't basically play games on it, right? And so you'd be like, oh, well, you know, hey, that's great. I've now got this really game-focused or productivity-focused laptop here, but I don't have, like, it doesn't play games. And the thing that's crazy about the new world, so to speak, is we used to give these away a lot, is the inclusion of Xbox Game Pass, and specifically the PC streaming cloud version of Xbox Game Pass. And so what you now have, what used to be problematic for a PC like this, is where you can sit there and with the productivity that you have with Ryzen, and you guys know, and we'll be doing a full review of this here later. But one of the reasons that I really asked to check this out was now I have a laptop that's $100, you know, and this is not, and to be clear, not all laptops can do this, right? So you can't just go get like a Chromebook or whatever it was. But with new Xbox, new xCloud, now I not only do I have like a powerful, essentially a very powerful productivity laptop with crazy fast RAM. Micah, what was the speed, the RAM speed on this? It's $999, not $99.99, $999, $1,000. But the RAM speed on this was actually incredibly fast too. It's like, and I don't want to get this off there, but this is the Surface Laptop 4. Now the thing that's crazy about it, and we're going to charge it and we'll basically get it set up. But here, I mean, check it out. I mean, just overall, just a great looking, we'll do a top down here, but it's got that nice, soft, basically laptop, really well in terms of their type, their true type stuff and all that, their keyboards and all that stuff. I really love these laptops. In fact, this laptop is going to be replacing my iPad Pro as the one on the game. But one of the things that's crazy about this is that now with xCloud, not only can I basically play PC games now that are streamed at quality for like on the equivalent of an Xbox Series X on this thing, and we'll show this here hopefully a little later in the show, but streamed at quality on an Xbox Series X. But you can now also do all of the other things from a productivity standpoint. So with a crazy amount of battery life, with a Ryzen CPU, with up to, it's like, this has got 8 gigs of RAM, but there's a bunch of different options for literally $1,000. which is nuts. And we're talking nice screen, nice quality screen, super nice quality screen. You've got touch screen, so you've got like all of the stuff that usually when you talk about like a greater than $1,000 laptop, plus the ability to basically play games at 18.5 hours, which is awesome. So yeah, Frederick Barth was basically talking about it. So I wanted to show it off. We're gonna be, like I said, we've actually got two models of this. We've got the larger model and then we've got this model. But I wanted to show this off because I want to show you guys a little later on. Cortana's talking to me.
A little sign in here.
One of the things I want to show you is just even how easy, and right here with things like if you want to use this for gaming, is here I have an Xbox Series X controller. Basically how easy it is to just basically connect this with this and then play xCloud over streaming on a laptop that does not have a discrete GPU, but looks as good as an Xbox Series X or an Xbox One X, with on a great screen with great, basically like at high quality, for literally 18.5 hours. Like you could take this, basically not plug it in, just take it to your hotel, which I'm going to be testing, and essentially play games on it, which is crazy. So, and one of the things that just makes me excited about it is that now all of a sudden I've got something where you don't have to spend, $15, $16, $17, $1,800, which I have like an MSI 3060 laptop that we're basically testing a discrete GPU, a sidecar GPU with, that like, that thing's not gonna last that amount of time, which is pretty crazy. So anyway, I wanna show this off. Sweet Micah is actually gonna be in the channel all day, all night. So if you have questions, she's over on Twitch. If you want to just ask questions about the laptop, we want to basically have somebody from the Surface Dev team here. So she's willing to talk. The Surface team actually hooked me up. But she is just here just as a courtesy. So if you guys have questions about the laptop, she can basically talk to you guys about it. We're gonna be showing off the power and the productivity of it a little bit later on in the stream if we can get this all set up like we'd like, and go from there. But I was told I need to plug it in right away because it needs to charge. So that is one thing I'm going to do right now while we basically get to the build. Panic, that's the stuff that we want to test, right? So again, I do know that you need pretty good Wi-Fi, you know what I mean? But we're going to test that, and I want to do an honest assessment, right? I am excited. Understand that some of that is maybe destroyed with actual real-world results, but the fact that they're letting me go and give it a go, right? Plus, we'll run it through its paces with basically what it can do from a productivity standpoint as well. Should be pretty cool. So I think it'll go better or worse than I expected. I don't know. We'll have to find out. So, okay. So let me plug this in, and then we'll get it set up throughout the stream and go from there. I just realized I don't know the Wi-Fi password where I'm at, so this is going to be interesting. But regardless, you have questions and you want to know about the specs, again, the description is there. If one of my mods could take a look and find it so we can put it in Twitch. I did forget about that. I didn't build a bot for it, but we can at least get the information and pop it out so you guys can take a look at what we have. And this is the $999 model that you guys have seen here. And again, I really like how this feels and all that sort of stuff as well. But yeah, there it is. We're gonna show it off. I ordered a case for my new build. What was that? There you go. Hidden attribute, hooking it up right there. And no, this will not be part of the hot tub stream. We'll not be playing games, but all in all, going for there. Next up, fans. There we go. Put this away. I love their packaging. It makes it really easy to basically put it back. It's not this. So again, this is the laptop, not the Pro. This is the laptop version. But again, one of the things you do have an option of now, and we'll show this hopefully here on the stream, I hope. Or if not today, we will definitely show it on Wednesday. What gaming is like on something like this, which should be cool. So, and then we've got our trusty controller here and all that stuff as well. Okay, who's ready to talk about parts? I think we've done everything else but actually talk about the builds today. I don't know if we have a code for a Surface discount, guys. I'm excited because again, we're trying to get more into showing off laptops, and I really appreciate the Surface team giving us a chance to show them off. We'll be doing in-depth. Again, we wanted to do an unboxing here for you guys, show it off, let you connect with people from the Surface team so you can ask questions, and go from there. Sorry that the thunderstorm knocked out your power. If you had a Surface, maybe you'd have 18 hours of battery life. There you go. What are you, what's going on? Giveaways are going to be at the end, Fair. So it's going to be a while. So again, it's the point of the giveaways is not just to basically be like, hey, thanks for tuning in for 3 seconds. We'll see you later. It's basically so you can watch the entire stream. That's what the component talk is intimate. I agree. Okay, well, let's start with the case because that's what we're here for. And I'll be honest, haven't heard a whole lot about this case. These guys reach out to me. This is called GiM. And apparently they also make fans. We have done some investigation for this case. It doesn't just truthfully from the outside, it's nothing spectacular, right? The thing that intrigued me about this particular case is the fact that the fans, which you can buy separately, you don't have to buy the case. The fans do something with music, but the fans aren't all that great either. 33.7 CFM in terms of the power. It's a standard looking micro ATX case. You're definitely looking at this, and the first thing that me and my tech specialist basically said was, hey, this isn't going to be the best for airflow. Even though they talk about high airflow design, the stuff they're talking about is here on the side is basically apparently it's like a spider web type design for basically pulling in airflow. If you were to replace this with high static pressure fans, you might be able to pull some pretty standard air, but these fans are they're not placed back, they're actually placed right up against the edge, so these fans are not getting a ton of airflow as it is. One thing that is unique about this case is, check this out, they've got this little knob thing, and that's how it does the lock, and it's it's a nice quality knob that they have here. So there's a nice knob, if you're into knobs. So we're gonna take that off. Oh, great, that's a good sign. The peg just came right out, so there we go. But yeah, again, so we talked about this, so let's look at the build real quick, and let's talk about how we're gonna do the build, and then I'll talk about parts. But when we look at this case, and the first thing we want to say is okay, well, we know, and we're going to be using the stock fan. So that was kind of important to us because we wanted to say, hey, if somebody buys this case, they're more than likely going to buy it because of we're probably going to buy it because of the fans and what the fans do. It's only, what is it? It's actually don't go off the Newegg price. You can buy it directly from them. I think you can also get it on Amazon for $70. So it's not an expensive case. The Newegg price is I think that's just because it's a marketplace one. But it's $70, right? But if somebody's going to do this, they're going to do this because of the GiM fans, and being able to control the fans. And so there's a remote in here that we'll play with once we get the build finished, that you can apparently do stuff like have it react to music and all that sort of stuff. But because of the terrible airflow, which we expect to have happen, we wanted to set this up for optimal, basically optimal cooling. So we're going to leave the stock fans as they are. We're going to have 3 intake, and we're going to have a single exhaust at the top. Now, we are using a Fractal S24, basically the Fractal Design Celsius S24 Dynamic, which you guys have seen. We did this in the ASA build. It's a great AIO, really great fans, and we're going to be putting these, we're going to be doing a top-mounted AIO in the case. Now, the case, when you look at the top of it, we do have the option for 240 or 280. If you were going to do a 280 AIO on the top, I don't think that would work very well because, again, you'd have almost no RAM clearance. So we're going to do 240. You can see it's pushed up pretty well up front. So we're going to see how that is. So it shouldn't mean RAM clearance is going to be an issue. But we're going to be doing 240 millimeter radiator, a 240 millimeter AIO on the top. And we're going to be setting these fans as exhaust. So essentially what we're going to create is probably a negative pressure situation inside of the case, given that these fans at the front are going to be getting very little airflow. They don't even have really good CFM, and then we're going to have these really quality Fractal fans at the top, and then the fan at the bottom. So again, what we'll be doing is we'll be exhausting as much air as we possibly could, which is one of the reasons, and we were talking to Icy Sniper about this, is that actually why the reason the NZXT case that's behind me, the H510, performs so well under negative pressures, because again, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on getting hot air out of the case. And so because there is enough cool air coming into the front, we should still get GPU basically getting some fresh air, but for the most part, we're going to focus on getting hot air out. So we're going to create a negative pressure case in this, and a negative pressure situation in this case, just to basically deal with the lack of front air, good airflow in the front. Now we will, like I said, we will be testing all those thermals, all that sort of stuff to make sure it works, goes from there. But again, when we planned our build and we talked about it, these are the conversations we kind of had when we went through it, and we talked about it. So again, exhaust, 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 and then 3 intake, but 3 crappy intake, 2 very, very good exhaust, and then a single kind of crappy, well, still good airflow, in a good airflow situation for exhaust, all up. The other thing too, kind of thing, weird stuff about this is that we still do have a lot of room here in the back, but again, pretty inexpensive in terms of the options here. These are not screwed in. These actually kind of have to basically float and get basically like ripped out, so you don't, like, they're actually kind of like, it's like where you have to like move it back and forth to get it off, which is kind of lame. On the back though, you're not going to get a ton, you know, and I think my text called this, you're not going to have a ton of room in the back for your cable management either. So we're popping this off in the back there. That was weird that the whole screen went like that. So on the back here, and this is like a couple things that they did, which is kind of weird. One, this is stuck to the case. Like they stuck it on here like crooked, which kind of, it irks me. So I'm gonna now fix that because now we are, but yeah, they actually stuck it on here crooked. You do come, the couple things is that it does come with a fan hub. The one thing about the GiM fans is that the connections are both for RGB and for the fan are a proprietary connection. So again, your hub actually will do, looks like, what, 10 fans off of a single hub, which is kind of cool. But again, we don't have a ton of room in the back here for basically cable management. I mean, we're looking at like, what, maybe ½ an inch of cable management room. So so really, really thick cables. We'll have to see how our cable extensions do, because we're gonna have to be kind of smart about cable management in the case. So yeah, so initial thoughts, just given what we've done so far, you know, just at a blush, is that this is definitely a budget case. I'm assuming this just pops off, right? But it didn't come off very easily, so I don't need to take the fans off, and I know there's probably a way to pull the bottom off. This doesn't have any instructions, which is the other thing that was kind of weird, but it doesn't, yeah, it comes off, it just pops off, okay. Yeah, and then this pops off, here's your glass. And then again, this is what they talked about with the airflow, but again, you've got like kind of this side airflow situation here, and then fan wise, but again, the fans are all the way up. And then again, the other thing that's pretty crazy about it is that they also have like a plastic insert on it, and that plastic insert basically reduces the airflow that this thing can pull from even more. So it's just like, it's just really terrible. I do not know how thermals are going to be, but we will find out when we go put it through the rigger. But there's your strip case, and not much to it. So yeah, if you're noticing I'm not speaking very highly of it, I don't have high hopes. But at the same time, you know, if somebody's interested in this case, we want to make sure we test it and show it off. And so we kind of had a lull in terms of the availability of new cases right now. We have some pretty crazy ones coming up here pretty soon, but figured we'd show this one off and get a build in it and go from there. And again, I think don't go off the Newegg price. It's like the Newegg price is a little high. So let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of it. Got the case already stripped. So there it is. It's like nothing. But hey guys, listen. Here's the important thing. Here's the important thing right here. Here's the important thing right here. Listen to me. The case may be terrible, but the fans react to music. What else could you want, right? RGB plus music reaction means that you're getting, what, a bajillion frames per second? I mean, that's what you want, right? That's why you're here. So there you go. I will tell them that's what it is. Regardless of what the case is, regardless of how good the case is, doesn't matter. The music, the fans react to music. That's all that matters. Okay, so here we go. First and foremost, we talked about the cooling, because the cooling is going to be pretty important in this case. So we're doing the Fractal Celsius plus S24 from Fractal Design. We actually use this, like I said, in the ASA build, the ASAcast 808 build, which is crazy. I am excited about a couple things, because this CPU has been getting a lot of love lately, and that is the Intel Core i5 11600K. Just as an FYI, don't put 11600K in Twitch because apparently it won't let you. You have to do it 11600 space K. I don't know why, but apparently that thinks that it's basically a bad word. And apparently right now Intel may potentially be thought of that way. But again, CPU is getting a lot of love right now, coming in at $254. It's actually performing very well. We'll be putting it through our paces as part of our testing in this build. So you guys will be able to see how this particular setup, so regardless of whether you choose the case, if you were to choose the CPU, so case aside, this would be $1,600 without the case. You could even get it down to $1,500 if you could even get it down to $1,500 without the case very easily. This build itself transplants into any number of cases. All you need is an ATX case. So cool thing about it is, regardless of whether you are happy with the case, you are going to see that how the components are going to do in all of the key games, plus everything else. The other thing too is that somebody asked, there are bonuses. You know, there are people, believe it or not, who actually do buy AMD cards and put them in Intel systems. So, and the other thing too is that we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to throw a Sapphire Radeon 6700 XT inside of this system and see how it performs with an Intel 11600K. Again, nice inexpensive card, 6700 XT. Overall, like, we've done our testing on it. You'd be surprised at what it was. It's kind of like one of those nice, weird in-betweeners. The other thing too is this is a card that you can basically get from AMD for a price at like right around $479 right now, and even less if you can basically get it for less than that. But yeah, well worth testing. AMD is continuing to make improvements to make the GPU perform better. And again, we are seeing things where with NVIDIA and what they've kind of pushed, we do expect at some point in time, AMD will also be releasing its version of the boost. So if you are using an Intel CPU, you will still get the same boost that you're getting out of Ryzen CPUs, given that NVIDIA essentially just basically called BS on AMD and said, hey, anybody can do it. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. For the motherboard, we're using the Z590 Aorus Pro AX. Again, probably the most expensive part of the build. If you wanted to find something to do a little bit less, you can look at Z590 or even like the B560s if you wanted to from an overall motherboard standpoint. But these are all in all great motherboard. I like their Aorus motherboards. And the other two is, but again, one of the things that you could, if you wanted to kind of make it a little less expensive, you could go with something a little bit less on the Z590 standpoint if you wanted to. For RAM, we're going to be using the Spectrix D50. Another one, 3600 RAM. If you wanted to do another option there, you could definitely do that. Again, it's what we kind of had in stock at the time. And then for storage, we're using that Crucial P5 1 terabyte. For our game drive, which we don't have with us right now because it's currently in use in the Fantex, we are going to be using the 2 terabyte SN850 Western Digital. That's going to be our game drive for basically all of our testing. So we'll be putting that in later on. So when we get to that point, we'll be showing that off. Post the stream, obviously, when you watch the recap of this build review later on. For cables, if they fit, we're going to be using the Asia Horse black and white sleeve cable kit just to make sure it looks pretty, because it's not an unattractive looking case. And then for power supply, which is more than enough headroom, and if you wanted to even go to a 750 watt, we just were out of 750, like just spare extra 750s. You could use any 750 watt, bringing the cost down a little bit more. But again, I had an 850. We're going to throw an 850 in this for no apparent reason. 750 would be more than enough. So if you wanted to throw like an EVGA 750G5 or a 750X from Corsair, you could definitely do that and bring the cost down even a little bit more. So anyway, it's more, you're right, JLDG, that is more than enough power for what you need. You do not need to choose this power supply. Just want to be transparent. This is what we had that is like our spares. And so all of our 750s are actually currently in other systems. I do have more coming in. You do not need to use a 850 watt power supply for that. So anyway, that's the build as it is. Pretty straightforward. Anyway, that's going to be it. That's what we're going to do. This is what we're about to put into this case and see how it runs. Make sure it looks good, all that sort of stuff. Get it kind of out of the way and clear out the, and then we'll do a dad joke, which everybody kind of wants. Dad joke time. It's been a whole week and you guys haven't had dad jokes. I'm surprised you're probably all crusty right now. There it is right there. And then we'll grab our GPU. Okay. let's look at our dad jokes. Now, if you have dad jokes, we like to read these out on every show. There we have a channel, discord.gg/Robeytech. Pop into our channel. And oh, it says, oh, is Streamlabs being crazy? Oh, okay, cool. I was reading through a note. Okay, going from here, going to dad jokes. Where are they? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to our dad jokes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to show this on the top because I think this is great. It's a meme more than anything, but here it is. It says, this is from Prince Odoru. It says German Wi-Fi. I'll zoom in so you guys can see this. German Wi-Fi is the worst. Look at that. But it's German Wi-Fi is the worst, but W-U-R-S-T. And then the worst, the German is the things are in a nice, that's pretty funny right there. So anyway, there's your dad joke. There's your laugh right before we get into building right there. That's pretty awesome. Thank you very much, Prince. Okay. So Shooter Pro, I'm going to do it like a normal dad joke here right quick. I'm going to look through it right there. Sorry about the little moment of silence. My brain basically broke, I guess. I only know 25 of my ABCs. I don't know why. That's your little your thinker right there. I only know 25 of my ABCs. I don't know why. So. There it is right there, guys. Okay, closing this down, and let's go ahead and start building. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. He may not be able to hear me. See if he can get me connected on the Wi-Fi here. Okay, let's grab our motherboard. Ugh. Going to top down. Going from there, and yeah. That was live chat. I'm glad. So Sweet Micah, has anybody asking you any questions, any good questions that you've gotten? If we have some good questions, Sweet Micah, that you've gotten, if you want to ping Blondie and let her know what those questions were, we can recap them at the end of the stream, just to basically, so we can make sure that we get those questions, like, so everybody can have. So if you got any, if you didn't get any and everybody's terrible, then, you know, screw them. No, I'm just kidding. I like this MOBO. Yeah, this is a nice looking MOBO. Okay, so this is the Aorus Pro AX 750, Z590. All in all, one thing I've been impressed with Aorus, specifically Gigabyte, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Gigabyte actually, Aorus is Gigabyte, is how much better and actually how much cleaner their motherboards have been becoming. Now, are many people here, anybody here new to PC building, like hasn't seen you're looking at this going, what's a motherboard? What is this? What is this thing for, and all that sort of stuff. I'd like to sit there and just take you on a quick tour real quick of a motherboard to just kind of get you acquainted. So as we're doing our building and as we're doing things on the stream, this stuff will start to make more sense to you and make it a little bit clearer. So anyway, this is the Aorus Z590. I don't think we've actually used this on the stream before. So this is a Robeytech world premiere right here. Starting in the top left-hand corner, one of the things I do appreciate about this is that we actually do have a fan header, which I wish more motherboards actually did this, is having a fan header, specifically for that nice rear exhaust fan right next to the EPS. This is where most people have exhaust coming out, unless it's like one of those weird cases. So it's nice to actually have a fan header here, but that's what this 4-pin PWM connection is right here. Next to us, we have two EPS power connectors. We've got an 8-pin and a 4-pin. Looking at the heat sinks at this rate, this is relatively good in terms of motherboard for VRM, and then looks like quality heat sinks. We haven't tested ourselves, but it seems like it's going to be a quality board for some overclocking if you wanted to. The only pin that you actually need, even to do most regular overclocking, is this 8-pin right here. But they do add a 4-pin just to give the CPU additional power support to ensure that it can basically handle, like, as you basically push the CPU, the overall amount of power that it needs starts to go up in a very, like, almost a crazy amount. So that's why you have something like this. For the most part, this is usually only used for what's called LN2 overclocking or liquid nitrogen overclocking. But for most people, if you're just going to boot your PC and just do it right, you only actually need the 8-pin. Right here in the center, this is actually your new LGA 1200 socket. This is new with 11th gen, with 11th gen Intel. And so, right? Yeah, new with 11th gen Intel is the LGA 1200. Am I wrong? Did I just blank on that? Yes. So anyway, this is your socket right here. And going for that. Oh, it wasn't 10th gen. That's right. Okay, so LGA 12 was, I knew I was like, that doesn't sound right. Kill me with the knife. That doesn't sound right. LGA 1200 was also on 10th gen as well. So yes, it works with 10th and 11th. That's what the LGA 1200 was new with 10th gen. So anyway, this will work with your 10900K, your 11900K, but nothing earlier than that. Kill me with the knife. The knife is nice. There's Robeytech right there. Over here on the top right is you actually have two more additional fan headers. This light gray one here is actually your CPU fan connection. The CPU fan one is the only one that you basically definitely need to plug in or you will throw an error. You can turn that error off in the BIOS, but for the most part, it's there for your protection. You want that error to happen because if it's not getting cooled, it's a bad thing. Over here, we actually have our ATX power connection right here. This is what's going to power the other 3/4 of this motherboard. You got 4 DIMM slots. Again, it's dual channel, even though there are 4 DIMMs. It's actually only dual channel on this motherboard. And so we have channel A and channel B. On some of them, yeah, and even this has been kind of cool on most motherboards. It's hard to see with the glare, but there's actually a notification up here that's showing you the place where you need to plug them in first is A2 and B2, and then afterwards A1 and B1 in terms of if you only had 2 DIMMs, but we're going to be using 4 DIMMs, so it doesn't really matter. This does have both USB-C, which is this connection right here, and we have a USB 3 connection, or USB 3.2 in this case. An additional fan header right here. Over here are the 2 most important connections on the face of the planet. Those are both RGB. RGB makes everything faster. In fact, we're doing a case that has RGB plus music reaction, so there we go. We got a 12 volt and a 5 volt addressable. Most people, for the most part, we use the 5 volts. There are a few ones that use 12 volts. For the most part, this is usually the one that most people will basically connect into. We've got 6 SATA connections down here at the bottom. This is for plugging in like 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch physical hard drives. So that's what those are for, or just to look pretty and bring balance to the way the board looks. We've got our front panel connections in the bottom right here. We've got additional 3 fan headers here. We've got 2 USB 2, which for the first time we showed that B550 from NZXT last week, and that actually had 3, which physically blew my mind. Additional RGB connections here, both a 5 volt and 12 volt, and then we've got our HD audio for like your audio stuff on this side. In here we've got, it could be 2 or 3. It might be 3. We'll have to open this up, but we have M.2 connections in here. Oh, could be 4. Ooh, look at this. So we've got at least one here and one here. I don't know what's in here. We'll have to pop this open and find out. And then again, we've got 1x16 and 2x8 PCIe basically connections right here. Pretty cool overall quality motherboard. And then for IO on the other side, we've also got a ton of IO options here with a USB-C, USB 3.2 Gen 2 connection. You've got your USB 3.2s, you've got another USB 3.2s, and then of course you've got your audio stuff. And this also includes Wi-Fi, which is nice. So all in all, great looking board. I think that's a nice little tour. We're gonna pop this open and see and start plugging everything in. I think we've got some peels though. I think this has got to get peeled. There we go. Everybody needs peels. There we go. We're gonna amp up the audio by peeling it. Oh, there's another peel right here. Yeah, I had that. I will tell you, sometimes streaming, you know, I was talking to some folks the other day. There are so many times I wish that, you know, it's one thing to sit up here and like try and remember everything on the fly. Like with VODs, like you can edit and change anything out, but sometimes you'll just have like a brain fart. You're like, yeah, LG 1200. That was no, that doesn't sound right. But I appreciate the folks who give me the room to make mistakes. I do make them. I don't know everything. I do build a lot of systems, but I have a lot of knowledge in my head, and sometimes I get them mixed up. So thank you for that. Okay, let's put our CPU in. That sounds like fun. So grabbing our CPU now. You know, it's funny, like Sting Central, you're right. We are all human, but some people, man, they do not want to give people room. They're like, what are you doing? get off the stage. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this out, lift it up like so, and there's our beautiful socket. Open this up in that beautiful blue box. Most games do not use 32 gigs of RAM. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely true. But Flight Sim, there are games that are now requiring it, so I'd say that in most cases, and I think it will become more of a standard as games get further along, so getting 32 gigs is always a good idea. I don't think people will need 64 gigs anytime soon, so it really comes down to the OCD level in you of whether you basically want to use all 4 or just leave some room for expansion. So, okay, popping this out. So grabbing it from the side like this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop it down. There's 2 little nubs. There's also a little arrow in the bottom left-hand corner that lines up with the little arrow there. And then you go like this, pull it down. Then when you pop it down, this little top just pops off. You do not need to take it off. It just comes off when you actually close the socket like I just did. Oops, that doesn't go in there. Okay, so we're gonna pop that back in. And we are good to go. Cool. So that is ready. Our Intel is. Let's go ahead and throw our RAM in and our AIO. But I want to just take a second, in our M.2, sorry. I want to take a second. It's taking me a little bit to get into the rhythm of this. I want to take a second to just open up these things and find out how much connectivity. It feels like we have a ton of M.2 stuff, which is going to blow my mind. Okay, so we got our top one here. So let's take this off. Okay, there we go. So there's our top one. Cool thing about this, check this out. It's actually got basically heat sinks on both sides, so both the bottom and the top, which is kind of cool. So that's nice with this particular motherboard. So that's cool. Let's pop this one off, see what's under here. So we got one M.2 there. There we go. Oh, that came off. Whoa, look at that. 2 more. So there's 3. Boom. 4 M.2. That is crazy. I did not know you had, oh, so I have used this board before. But there we go, 4 M.2 slots with this particular board. That's nuts. That in and of itself, man, is worth the, how often do you see that? So cool job. That one's a nice little bonus. There you go. So there's a nice little surprise there for you. Good surprise, not a bad surprise. Okay, so let's pop this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the top slot and peel the top off of this, and we're going to put our current M.2. And again, we're gonna have a game. We'll have a game one. He can pop that one down to the bottom one here a little bit later. We're gonna pop these back on real quick though. That was a nice light. That's surprising. I have to keep that in mind. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and grab our M.2 out. They're all Gen 4. That's something that's new with Z590. So they're all Gen 4. Yeah, it's nice to have that much NVMe storage. But again, that's some of the stuff that will be added, people can add with their boards. There we go. So here's our beautiful Crucial P5 M.2. Pop that in. There's a little slot in the PCB just like that. We're going to put that in, hold it down, there, and then we're going to grab one of our little screws here that I have. Use my knife. That's not a knife. Oh, I don't need to use this. Crud. That was a waste. Never mind. I could have just used this thing right here. And then we're just going to pop this down. And now I have a random dangling. There we go. Pop that down and sealed. Cool. Just opened a random hole for no reason, a random thing for no reason. I'm going to put it inside of a baggie and put it back in the bag. Okay, there we go. So M.2 is now installed. Let's go ahead and grab our RAM. Those of you who are tier 3 have the special click, the new click emote for those tier 3 subscribers. Yeah, I like this motherboard. It's a nice looking motherboard. And if you want to, like, why don't we get a link? One of the things we're going to try and do is provide links so you guys can look at this stuff a little bit more regularly. I might work with our mods in terms of, hey, when we're doing the motherboard, it just shows the link for the motherboard. Because that stuff is all within there, and we can send the documentation, but that way people are curious about individual parts as we're putting them up. We're working on creating overlays that'll basically come up as well, that'll show you the motherboard so you guys can see what it is and stuff like that. Just doing a better job of helping you guys know what's happening on the stream and then where we're kind of at as we go through the flow. So, okay, there we go. Ram sticks look so yummy. I wonder why you think that. We gotta work on, we're gonna work on, well, Blondie, if you can reach out to Sean to see if he can give us some editable overlays for that stuff, that's all we need. So part of it is now we have a person on retainer to do that stuff. So we'll just have to reach out to Sean to make it happen. Yes, rubbing Intel with AMD. What? Hi? Oh my gosh. Yes, people do that too. Okay, again, little slot in the PCB. You're just going to line it up just like that and then go. Oh, that was a good click. That was a good click. I think this is the RAM I've used before where I really like the click and the way the click sounds. Let's test it again. Secondary click. Oh! I just need a moment. You know what? Every once in a while, we just get a really good click. And that is worth celebrating right there. That is a quality click. And I think some of that is just like being able to get it on both sides, which is awesome. So there we go. Okay, going back to top down. Let's get our click back in there. Get another one in there. See if can we go 3 for 4? I mean 3 for 3. Here we go. Hey, Rated Soldier, thank you very much for the subs, man. Oh, again, quality click equals faster RAM. Thank you very much. That is so true. If you get 4 good clicks, it goes from like CL18 to like CL14 for sure. And then last one. What can I say? That was good all across the board. Make sure it's nice and going. That's a good click. And that RAM looks good with this this motherboard. Okay, motherboard is good there. Nice. Trippy Skill says 10 out of 10 would click again. Okay, let's pop out our AIO stuff. We're just gonna make sure I get our bracket installed for our Celsius here. I really like this AIO. It's got a super low profile heat plate, which is nice. Gimme. There we go. Okay, popping this out. Okay. Here's all our stuff. Okay, what we're gonna do is take our little back plate here. We're just gonna lift up like so. Make sure these are all the way to the center lowest setting. Okay. Come on, get in there. Okay, there it is. It is in. Okay, there we go. So now we got our little bracket in. And now I'm gonna grab our little, where's our last one? There it is. Little pegs. Get all 4 of these in. Screw those in. Hey, Bernie, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Coming up on 200, guys. Anders, this board is dual channel, yes, not quad channel. Do some ASMR with that click. We'll have to find a good way to like Jack Black of thank you very much. Hey, I'll take that as a compliment. One of the things I need to do is like see if I can get a good click mic. That's like maybe that's the thing. We'll get a click mic. We need a click mic, right? Look at CKCC sitting up there with 100 subs. Jeez, that's crazy. Okay, let's put this stuff in here because we don't need this a little bit later. Good click mic. The bottom M.2 slot is crooked. Oh, it's not even on. That's why. Thank you for pointing that out. It's not only crooked, it's just not attached at all. So good call out. So let's put it in. Let's actually put it on. Now not only is it not crooked, it's actually installed correctly. Okay, thank you very much for calling that out. Okay, so we got that done. We'll take that out a little bit later. Time to get this inside of the case. We've already stripped it. No, this isn't a rated X stream. You stripped the case. You stripped the case, not a person. This is just strip the case, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your mind out of the gutter. Here it is right here. You guys ready to see a naked case? Dun, dun, dun. Avert your eyes. Oh my gosh, avert your eyes. Its innards are showing. It's so show. I'm just kidding. It's fine. You guys can see the innards. Okay, here's this. Here's what the whole case is all about. Yeah, it's a hot tub stream. We're working on it, guys. There is going to be I'm doing a hot tub stream. I've hired a personal trainer. Hired a personal trainer. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing us some CrossFit. It's going to be crazy. Be coming out with you know what, guys, listen. I don't call it a dad bod. I call it a fatherly figure. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. So it's naked. Okay, so here's that great. There's the inside there. There's our remote control. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Case is down. Not in a bad way. Case is down. Yeah. Okay, so getting this down right now. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this prepped. This thing, they just cables everywhere. We haven't even started building yet. Okay, so we're on a top down. Grab our motherboard here. This thing has like no room in it. Like it takes up the whole thing. Oh, whoa. Am I gonna have to remove the fan to put in the Mobo? Oh my gosh, you have to remove the fan to put in the Mobo. Okay. This is already going so well. Sometimes I have to ask myself, guys, literally, did you guys build in your own PC case? Because did you? Remove the fan. That's a first. Has anybody ever had to remove the rear fan to put in the Mobo before? At least the Wow Stick does a good job. Yeah, but the fans work with music. That's a good call. That's a good, Ghastly, you're right. Fans work with the music though, so it's gonna be worth it in the end. Okay, here we go. Will this work now? Watch, I have to remove the whole case to plug this in. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's in now. I'm gonna have to retake that little thing off. Okay, so here it is, it's in. There's our Mobo. Look, you got like no room at the bottom. I'm gonna have to be running my cables off of the side here. Okay, let's grab our case fans. Here's my, whoa, where did that go? Something just flew out. Here's my remote control, guys. That's all you need right here. This is the whole thing. This is gonna be the secret to our success, is this. Some screw flew off. I don't know what screw. That won't happen on our channel, unfortunately, like a drunk build or anything like that, just because of kind of content. But I'm pretty sure there are other channels where they do stuff like that. A blind might be something, or something like that would be something we might do, but not any of the others. We have kids watching, guys. We have kids watching. CKCC's daughter watches this show. Okay, I had a screw, so I'm gonna screw one screw in. Oh, there's no, oh, the standoffs aren't on this for the whole thing either. What is this? Okay, so really they've put everything in. I think for this, they're thinking you're gonna put in micro ATX. You do have support for ATX, but this is set up for micro ATX. Because look, you got your micro ATX things all set up from here. We're gonna go ahead and get everything. You can do ATXs, I mean EATX as well, but we're going to go ahead and get our other standoffs put in here for ATX. Wow, they have like, what about the fans? Oh, okay. And you've got the spare extra one here. Oh, there's that screw. I was like, no, that's not the screw. What is that? There's like, look at this. What is this? There's like just a random screw sticking through the oh, yeah, that's, oh, wow. That's actually for the, this like circuit board in the bottom. They have like this screw like protruding through the case. That's brutal. Okay. I need a remover. Wow, this is gonna go all the way up. Like you can't, like, and the other thing too is, check this out. You're gonna, if you wanna install SSDs, I guess they go on the other side, but make sure before you put in your motherboard, you install your SSDs on these mounts, because your motherboard is going to go over, so you can't screw these in. So remember that weird order of operations as well. Okay, we're gonna grab I have a micro ATX. Okay, a B550. I have a B556 that I was gonna use for this. Oh. This one is not gonna remove this. It's too small. Okay. Oh, maybe I might be lucky. Might have to use my iFixit. Try and use a standoff remover, but let me see what if my iFixit has one. Oh, not that one. That one should work. Okay. iFixit. Okay, ATX. Okay, so we have all of, I think they only gave me enough for what I have here. So I'm gonna have to take this extra one they gave me. So this case might be better for a mini ITX build. Now, one other thing I will let you guys know is you're gonna see me put in the case, put in the motherboard, and then I'm gonna take it out. Make sure these are in all the way. You gotta make, you are going to have to pop out these slots. So we're gonna load this in. Now that we're finally to the point where we can actually put this in. It's been quite the journey thus far. Okay, so we're gonna need this one. The top one's out. That was interesting. So the top one's out. So we're gonna need these two at least. So we're gonna remove these two. Okay, pop that out again. And now we're gonna remove. And don't get these wrong, because if you wanna put them back in, there's no way to do it. That's it. You're basically, these come out and they're permanently out once you do that. And your top slot is always going to be open. So if we're in our negative pressure situation, you are going to have to do dust more frequently. You have to do some dust work a little bit more frequently. So get your dust blower out. Okay, so now we've got that. Okay, now we can move forward. Okay, cool. We're actually to the point where we're going to put this build in. Putting in our thing. Yeah, and again, you would actually, never mind, you'll be okay. You could put your, you could screw those in. Don't worry about your order of operations. Never mind. I will say that when we do the review, but you could actually get your SSD in, no problem. If you wanted to. Okay. There we go. Now, doesn't look, I think we're going to be okay. I know IC and those guys were curious about RAM clearance. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay on RAM clearance too. We'll find out. So far, maybe this will be we've gone through all the kind of questionable stuff at the beginning. Rest is going to go smooth, maybe. What? It's a Robeytech build? No way. That's never going to work. Okay, you're just grabbing our last of our little fans here. I couldn't imagine putting an EATX build in this case. I mean, yes, it is capable of having an EATX, but that would be interesting. I mean, that would fill up, like, look at where it goes. Like, how do you even run your cables? Like, it's just like... Okay. Last one. Okay. Okay, now our motherboard is in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and re-put our fan in, hoping it fits. We're going to have it as exhaust, so looks like it's going to fit. That's good. I was a little nervous. That would have been like a, hey, we're done with this build. I will tell you, man, the Wow Stick loves this build though. These fans, putting these fan screws on, pretty nice. Oh, this is kind of... Okay, guys, you want to see something else that's going to irk me? Look at what they did. So, here's your fans. Like, it's just a little attention to detail thing, but here's your fans at the top. Logo's the same direction. Logo's the same direction. This logo is sideways. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, there you go. This logo is sideways. It's like little things. It's like, come on. Okay, let's fix that real quick. It's like you're... I mean, that's just a pay attention kind of thing. I will say screwing in the fans is nice. Like, it's like I'm enjoying how easy, like, it's like again, you have no rubber or protection in terms of vibration or anything like that, but like, yeah, it's actually nice to kind of screw them in. I'm gonna check. I hope I didn't put that in backwards. I don't think I did. Okay, last one. Wow Stick! The Wow Stick is rocking it. Okay, now let's see if our logos are all lined up like they're supposed to be. Yep, look at that. Hey, fixed the problem. We're all good now. Okay, so our motherboard is ready. Let's get to our AIO. This thing is so light. Oh, there's that screw I was looking for. It's like so light. It's just a light case. Like flinging around. You know what I mean? You're like, you know, like this would be like, this is like a great like dance partner build. Woo! 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 It's so light. Woo! So light. It's like a light. I'm not used to it being so light. It's like crazy light. Okay. Everybody's triggered. You know, every once in a while I got to do stuff. Got to do stuff to keep you on your toes, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this up and get this back inside of the dinner and a show. That's right. Okay, let's get this. Let's get our AIO in. AIO. And on this AIO, you put it in the top. AIO. Oh, I gotta put the AIO together. Luckily, this thing is so light. Pop it over here. Okay, let's grab our AIO. And we're gonna be doing exhaust on the top of this. So, which is not my favorite. Like, you'd prefer to pull like nice cold air, clean cold air through the radiator to cool your CPU, but we're gonna be pulling warm air. We'll see how it does to thermals. Like, I'm curious, right? We will have some apples to apples comparisons now with other cases, which is cool. So we'll see how that goes. See if it actually makes the effect that in thermodynamics and science it should, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's grab there's our stuff. Now this does typically come pre-installed with, this does come pre-included with thermal paste. This AIO has been used before, so we're going to be doing some Bob Rossing later on, just for your entertainment. Because A, you love Bob Ross, and B, you love it when I Bob Ross, so yeah. No, you don't have to pay for the giveaway, Jay. All you have to do is be present to win. The only one that is pay is if you do the sub-only giveaways. Oh, you know what, you know what, guys? I completely spaced. Let me take it, I'll get this done, and then let me get this out, and then I forgot. I didn't actually go through the giveaways at all on the stream, did I? And go through that. We got so excited that CKCC just dropped a bomb and then took off, and I forgot to go through the stream what the giveaways were. I got so into everything else we're doing today. Guys, also don't forget we have Sweet Micah here from the Surface to ask questions. If you guys have questions about the Surface Laptop 4, we're going to be showing that off. I don't think it's going to be happening because we are still not on the Wi-Fi, but we will be showing it off on Wednesday. But if you have questions about the Surface Laptop, please ask them while she is here. Okay, so let's do the quick introduction, just give you guys a 5-minute spiel for those of you who are here. My name is Justin Robey, I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show that happens every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 5:30 p.m. The focus of the show is mostly on PC building, shenanigans, we throw some PCs around, all that sort of stuff. You know, you've been watching, you know what's going on. We do have some giveaways, the same giveaways almost every show. We have a number of builds. First and foremost, let's go through the builds. We have the two Razer Tomahawk PCs that we're giving away in partnership with Newegg. We have the AMD build that is also being given away in partnership with AMD and with Newegg. You can check out both of those just by going to my socials or the socials over on Newegg. Those are both available. So those are PC giveaways. We have some more PC giveaways coming up, one with Intel and one with partnership with Cooler Master as well. Those will be happening in this month actually. For giveaways, we have 2 that happen because of you guys, the awesome community. The first one that happens is because we hit level 5 hype train twice on the show. We've already done it once. CKCC just dropped it and got us to like 2,000%. And so the second one, if we hit it, the second one, which usually happens around the 2-hour mark, so about an hour from now, we'll give away a 500 gig NVMe SSD. And you just have to be here hanging out in the channel to be present to win. The second one that we have is also going to be happening when we hit 700 likes on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video. We hit 700 likes on the YouTube video. Once we do that, we'll give away a second 500 gig NVMe SSD. So pop on over to youtube.com/Robeytech, drop a like, It's free, and then we potentially have a giveaway. Then lastly, we have down at the bottom, you can see that 5600X giveaway. Right now, we're giving away a $150 Newegg gift card. If it gets to 300 subs, it becomes a 5600X. If it gets to 450 subs, it becomes a 5800X. If it gets to 600 subs, it becomes a 5900X. And then we start giving away GPUs like the 3060. Then we start giving away GPUs like the 3060, and you're going to start seeing the list coming out from the moderators in terms of the tiers. It upgrades as we get more subs, all the way up to 3080. And stuff like that. For this last month, for the month of April, we gave away 2 RTX 3070s. Those will be announced on Wednesday of next week. Now, however, because I did not stream on Friday, and I promise you guys one more chance to get in there, we're extending that by 1 day. So today, only today, any subs that we get today will be entered retroactively into the sub-only giveaway for the month of April, because I told you guys I would give you guys one more chance. So if you sub today, then you are entered to win a 3070 from not only the prize, which I'll announce on Friday for what we're going to be giving away for the month of May, but the prize for the month of April as well. If you want to get in on that, if you want to win one of those 2 3070s, all you got to do is, if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Drop your free Prime subscription. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free subscription, and you can drop that and potentially walk away with a GPU. Now, if you want to get extra entries towards those things, you can do things like gift subs, like what you saw CKCC do, or you can do things like subscribing to Tier 2 or Tier 3 actually get you the most in terms of entries as well. Now, don't worry, CKCC, I think he's actually already won something, so he can't even win anything anyway. So don't worry, you're not competing against him. That is good. Now, if you want the full rules, all of the things in terms of eligibility and stuff, go ahead and check over discord.gg/Robeytech. All of our entry and all of our legal stuff is all there. So if you want to know how all that stuff works and to make sure that we're on the up and up, because we are. We have been sending all of you, for those of you who don't know, most of you guys have started getting prizes. All of our NVMe drives have gone out. Our gift cards are in the process of going out. Our GPUs from the month of February have all gone out. Our CPUs from that. So all of the prize distributions happened all the way through them. If you won in the month of February or earlier, your prize distribution is out and on its way. So again, that's kind of what's going on. That's the thing that's basically happening here today. We're building a 17. Is it 17? Did I say 17 or 18? I don't know which one it was. I think it's a $1,800 system in the GiM MB8 ATX system. That's what we're doing today. So anyway, that's what's happening. For those of you who are here, you do not have to be subbed for any of the giveaways that are happening on the stream. You just have to be here and be present, and we do those at the end. So there you go. There's your formal one. I forgot to do that at the beginning, but now you're informed. Okay, back to building. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And these ones specifically, a little bit different than what I typically do. These are gonna be exhaust. Now, one of the things that I love, hey, Red Pyramid Head, thank you very much. One of the things I love about this particular AIO is that the fan hub and the RGB hub is actually built in to the radiator. So you can actually see it right here. This is something I absolutely love about this particular AIO. On top of just having quality fans, and it's a good AIO, even though it's like kind of low profile. This little thing, such a nice touch. And I almost made my own mistake there. So we're gonna have these be the same way, like that. So cool thing, and then we'll plug our fans right here, and then they're plugged in, and then from there it basically controls through. I don't know what it actually controls through. Oh, it controls through this single PWM way down here, which is neat. I think, right? Yeah, it does. That's pretty rad. Okay, so let's put our fans on. Where's my wow stick? Wow stick, where are you? Wow stick. There we go. Come on. There we go. And we're just gonna make sure our stickers are the right way, because that's important. Stickers have got to be stickered right. There we go. Okay. Wow stick is coming to the rescue, making our screwing so fast. That sounds wrong. I shouldn't have said it that way. Making our putting in screws so fast. Yes, Amazon Prime. Yes, Amazon Prime. Oh, thanks. No. Wait. Dang it, you're right. Robey, exhaust, not intake. No, wait. Yes, there's sucking it. Yeah, I want exhaust. Dang it. After all that, I did it wrong. Let's forget that whole last 5 minutes, those last 5 minutes happened, and we're gonna turn this over and do it the right way. Thank you for catching that. Whoopsie. Ugh. Okay, let's put it right now. Dang it. I'm on a roll today. Hey, thank you. Did somebody really super chat 20 bucks? I don't think so. Oh, I did. Wait, no, I did see that, didn't I? Drinking and building. Yes, apparently I am doing that. Well, I'm drinking. I'm drunk on stupidity apparently, or whatever. We did get a $20 super chat, didn't we? Yeah, thank you very much. What was it? What did it say? Sorry. It said, I saw that. I saw it. Goal. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to be setting up exhaust. We have a link for it. The Wow Stick, we can show the link for it. That Wow Stick is awesome. It doesn't have the best torque, but I mean, for 90% of the stuff, it works really, really well. We'll have a link for you right here. There it is right there, the Wow Stick. Makes all your screwing faster. Again, probably not the right way to say that. Wow, I'm on fire. That is true, Loon. But it needs a little bit more. It's a little weak. Yeah, phrasing. Yeah, they got rid of that rule as soon as I found out because I was like, whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Right now, I am playing Returnal. I have been loving it. I have been playing, I played it like 20, I mean, Blondie is gonna be super proud of me because I just put all my screws away. Blondie's gonna be super proud of me because I played like 20 plus hours of 25 hours of Returnal this weekend. I actually got to play, I actually played games this weekend, guys. Like, I know, amazing. So it was awesome. I've actually really enjoyed that. I'm gonna try and play, I'll probably end up playing that until Mass Effect comes out. Mass Effect the plan is to stream that on Saturdays for you guys to watch. $100? CK, what are you doing, dude? Thank you very much for the $100, man. That's huge. And Burke dropping 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you, man. Is your daughter watching? He crossed the stream. He crossed the stream. So I'm gonna play that until we play. We're gonna play some. The plan is to play some. What's the word I'm looking for? Mass Effect together. So I'm gonna play that through the entire series on stream. Is my hope. Is my expectation. Not just my hope. So we'll be doing that on the awesome rig that we built specifically for Mass Effect. Thanks to NZXT and the fine folks at EVGA. So we're going to be playing that. It's going to be cool. Shamij, it has everything to do with shipping and the tax laws. So it's not as simple as just saying like, hey, I want to give away to India. Giving away internationally is actually very difficult. The RGB is all over the place, man. There's all Stealth Avita. Is it Stealth Satvia? I'm saying that name completely wrong, but point being, there is this. Not only do we have RGB that also works with the music. It's maybe the only saving grace for this case so far. So don't worry, it's coming. Don't you worry. What do you guys think of the new, thank you, old dude gaming. What do you guys think of the new emotes? Are you guys digging them? The build mat is a PC build mat that was specifically built for Newegg for influencers. We actually have our own version, which we've shown a couple of times on the stream, that will be coming out this month. So, the build, I don't know if the build mat will be out this month, the rest of the merch will be out this month, but we're going from there. Hey guys, somebody else posted a question in Discord Tech that needs some help. So they're really desperate to the point where they're letting me know. So yeah, if one of the tech specialists could take a look at that, that would be much appreciated. Okay guys, we're now ready to mount our AIO, but we're gonna Bob Ross it a little bit just for some fun. Everybody loves the Bob Ross section. Everybody, I need to get like a beret or something like that. So when we do these, it just feels all like official. Wouldn't it? What, don't you think putting on thermal paste while wearing a beret is better? Doesn't that make it more official if I wear a beret while putting on thermal paste? I think so. I think so. Bob Ross didn't ask. Bob Ross didn't ask for. Bob Ross didn't wear a beret though. That's okay. Okay, here we go. But everybody, I think you agree. I know I also owe like a unicorn onesie stream too. There we go. Got some of that on. We're gonna spread it out with our thermal paste spreader, making it soft, empty. Oh, nice even thermal paste on there. There we go. Oh. Covered. The IHS is covered now. Get it cleaned off. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, now we can zoom out. And let's get our AIO in now. Ugh. It's a light case, light. Okay, so let's go to our side camera. It's over here so we can shimmy mount it. I think okay, so there is a RGB connection as well. I'm trying to see where it goes. Does it have no connection there? This is an RGB connection that goes to what? We've got our fan. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I realized that I'm missing one connection, so I'm going to get that plugged in real quick. I was like, where's our RGB connection? There it is, right there. There we go. Okay, RGB connection is in. Now we can put in our you know what I did, guys? Put the fans on backwards. I mean, I put them on the right direction, but I put them in the wrong way. So we got to fix that. Not gonna have our stuff sticking out. I'm on fire today. Mods are gonna be a little toasty today, a little toasty warm. There we go. Okay, luckily the WoW stick. You guys really wanted more WoW stick demonstration. That's really what you wanted. Yeah, there you go. At least that was fast. One more. Okay, cool. That's all in. We're gonna have to redo that too, even. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. There you go. That poor zip tie gave its life for nothing. Okay, now we can put it in. Sad camera. Okay. Oh, it fits. Fits barely, but it fits. We do have. Oh man. Oh, I may need to put in my EPS, won't I? Let me see, I'll look here in a second. Once I get the second one in. There we go. Yep, you're definitely, ooh, this is like barely fit, right? Like, okay, so that barely fits, but if you're gonna plug in anything, you need to plug it in before you mount your AIO. You are barely tall enough. for this. Okay, so we're gonna hook up our stuff real quick. Okay. This thing has like almost no room. Okay. There's our CPU right there. Guys, do not forget, while you're watching this, also don't forget, Sweet Mike is here in the channel. If you have questions about the Surface Laptop 4, which we showed up a little early on the stream, we're gonna be showing off more probably in the week, or we're for sure in the week, to show the gameplay stuff that we talked about with Xbox Game Pass, and specifically xCloud, and then also the productivity as part of our stuff. You're gonna wanna give that a go. She's here if you have any questions about what the specs are, or what they've done, or anything about pricing, etc. If you have questions, she's here in the channel on Twitch. And then if we have, at the very end, we're gonna see if there's some like general questions that a lot of people asked. We'll get some of those done for the end. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hope, actually, you know what? Because you can't even see that, I'm gonna be smart and just use a standard CPU connection here. Grab a standard one and not even bother with a cable extension for that one, because you won't even be able to see it. Okay. So again, one of those things that you always do with certain builds, right? Like you'll come to places you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna need, there's just no room or whatever it was. So it's little things like this that sometimes you just gotta pay attention to as you're doing your build. That's just gonna save you. Okay, so we're gonna take our CPU, plug this in up here. Oh man, this is... Okay. Okay, our 8-pin is now plugged in. Pull that tight. I'm gonna move this one fan. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now all of our cables at the top are hooked up. Okay. Make sure this is on the other side. Okay, we're good there. Okay, let's do that again as we can. Easy fix. Okay. Okay, so now our thing is in. We've got it. It's in the right place where we can get all our the stuff in for there, but or at least our top connections are going to be easy. So let's go ahead and move this over back to top camera, put our other screws in, and then we will finish hooking things up. Pretty straightforward so far. Couple little surprises, but nothing too bad. RAM clearance in terms of being able to mount an AIO, this is about as high as it goes. There would be no more room. Well, let's get that in the right hole. One thing I will say, it is nice, is they gave some nice deep holes, unlike Lee and Lee. So I mean, I am finding things that are not bad. Like for instance, on this, the top for doing things like with your dust filter, it's having these nice like deep grooves to put your screws in, versus like the Lee and Lee one, when you put the dust filter on, it won't lay flat. But this one is actually going to lay flat, no problem, and look quite nice in terms of keeping it flat. So there's a pro. There's a pro right there about the case. Not all bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish hooking up our stuff. I'm gonna do kind of a side situation here and pull things up as we do. The fractal is gonna be this way. Oh, it's kind of a weird. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like that. Okay. Okay, we should be able to top down for this. Okay, let's go to top down. You guys can see this. There we go. Get the bottom one in now. There we go. There we go, and last one. There we go. Okay, let's get this in. Okay. Oh no. Oh, luckily, well, that's not bad. One of the cables came undone. But at least it's in a place where I can reach it. There we go. Okay. Okay, what I'm working on right now is just to make sure the cables look straight, and I want it to be like, we're gonna do one little zip tie. Keep it nice and thin here and controlled so the cable looks clean. Spin this up like this. Okay, pop that in. There we go. Okay, so now we've got nice keeping things clean around the pump. There we go. Here we go. So keeping things clean with the pump. So it looks nice. Okay, let's turn this over. And then get ready to put all our front panel connectors in and all that stuff. Okay. Get our area a little bit under control here. One thing I will say, it does help me at least, may not be for you, but having your life organized when you're building makes a massive difference. So just taking your time, not rushing, putting things away, so your workspace is kind of organized. Just makes it a lot easier to kind of work through things. I'm just doing that real quick. Make sure that we're good there. There we go. Okay. Moving on. Okay, we got our build in. We're going to flip this over. Let's hit our cook all our front panel connections up. Get our our cable management started here. Yeah, this thing has got to be like basically right across this and flat. Okay, cool. So the question I have is, I'm curious, and this doesn't have anything about it, but if like I plug the RGB in, if that would override, okay, so this is what? Okay, so here's our HD, wow, look at this, HD audio and USB, look at that. It's in its own, it's in its like, oh, it's like connected. Huh, interesting, okay. Okay, well, let's run these. So reset power IR. Oh, so IR, but IR, do they have an IR connection? Interesting. This has like a thing for IR, but where do you plug the IR into? I guess you'd need an IR sensor, I guess, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, so these are all our front panel connections, which are terrible, but like all kind of stringy and ready to go. So we're gonna put those in there. There's front panel. Just for the sake of this, I'm worried that how is this gonna know? How's this gonna know how it plugs in? But it didn't come with anything else. I'm hoping this works, this USB works. Okay, USB 3.2 is on the side in here. Which one do I want to? I think it's up. Yeah, it's right here. There's USB 3.2. Take all these off. There we go. I'm just curious, right? Like, it's not that I mean, it's like, I'm not, so far I'm not saying whatever. It's just like I'm trying, like there's lots of little surprises as I continue to work for it, right? Like work through it. I'm like trying to make stuff, figure stuff out. Okay. Okay, this is the fan that goes, fan 1. There we go. Okay, fan 1 is plugged back in again. Okay, so now I have to do this really weird thing where I'm going to plug USB right here and HD audio over here. Just never seen that before. I do not want my fans, to be controlled from IR or anything like that, but I don't see anything. I'm going to look on the front of the case. Is there an IR sensor or anything? There's no button. There's an LED. Okay, so there's an LED button. Okay, so I'm hoping that's what's going to control this. It does have a trying to see where this LED button goes. So there is an LED button. I'm going to undo this so I can follow it, figure out if it's plugged into the case. Okay, LED. Oh, that's the hard drive. What? Hard drive LED. They have an LED button that literally plugs into the hard drive LED. That doesn't even make any sense. What? That's not going to do anything. That's not going to change anything. What is this plugged into? Oh, wait. No, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's plugged into here. I was like, what? It's actually plugged into, okay, so it's plugged in. Okay, so that is going to control the lights here. Okay, awesome. Now IR, which is great, but they don't give you an IR, like there's nothing to plug the IR into. Hitting play again. That's the end of our first round of music there. Oh, where is it? Okay, starting the music again. Okay. I'm looking GIM. I'm looking at the case here real quick. I want to see how it's supposed to work. So here's your cases. It says music rhythm 5-volt ARGB addressable motherboard sync, RC controller with hub. Okay. So if I look at the case, okay, so it plays, lights change with the beats of the music. It's got 3 music modes. Does not show you. Okay, here it is right here. It does not have any downloads. It says down. Oh, here it is. Here's a okay. I'm looking at the manual. I'm looking to see, because I want this to work. Okay, here it is in German. Okay, here, I'm reading the installation. Okay, turn off your system, mount the fans, install the hub on the back, contact the SATA power connector. Okay, so motherboard, addressable 5 RC switching, DIY, switch favorite mode, save favorite mode, white, continue to press. Where's the music? Music mode. Okay, well, let's see what happens when we plug it in. Okay, we're not gonna plug it in. We're just gonna see what happens. Doesn't say I have to plug in anything, so I don't have to, so I'm not going to. Okay, so all of the cables are in the right place now, I hope, and we'll see what happens. Nope, what's that? That's our EPS. That's for later. Curious if this is gonna work. Okay, so now we have this mess of cables over here, easy to fix. First one we're gonna do is take our USB 3.2, 90-degree angle, pop that in. Gonna get that squared away. Okay, now we have all our front panel connections here. Okay, reset switch goes right there. Power switch goes right above it. Okay. We have our hard drive light, goes to the left of it. And then power plus and minus. Okay, so there's that. Put those down. Okay, USB goes right here. Last one is our hard HD audio, which goes right here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see where I plugged everything in. Okay. I just got to push everything down so it looks minimal. Okay, cool. So there we go. All of our cables are plugged in. Let's zoom in real quick and show you guys what we have plugged in now. Okay, so what we have is we have USB 3.2 right here. Up here in the top right, you guys can't really see it, but the fractal RGB is plugged into the RGB, the 5-volt addressable RGB header up here. So it's right underneath the fan. Down at the bottom, we have our front panel connections, which unfortunately, like the gap form is really far to the left, so they're going to kind of run across. So that's our our front panels, our hard drive, reset, power plus and minus, and power switch. USB, I'm assuming USB to the hub is right here, and then we have HD audio on the far right. So that's all of our connections. Let's turn over. We're going to do a little bit of light cable management to get this looking prettier, get cables off of the side, stuff like that, and then we'll move into finishing the GPU. It's like the build doesn't actually have a whole lot left. What we're working on right now is just getting things cleaned up. I want my small. Not those, these yet. Nope, not those, these yet. There you go. There we go. Okay, cool. That's really close. There we go. Okay, now we have this little thing right here. It's going to kind of there we go. Okay, that takes care of that. Oh, Hype Train, what? Is it really Hype Train already? Time is flying when you're trying to make a case work. Okay, cool. SATA, which we'll deal with later. Okay, well, let's take a focus on Hype Train. Level 1 Hype Train. Okay, guys, it's your last chance. Remember, we have basically two more. This is the last, sorry, this is basically the end, sorry. This is two 3070s, RTX 3070s we're giving away for sub-only giveaway for the month of April. This is basically your last chance. So I always like to call this one out because this is going to be the end. We had 2,000% on the first one. Let's see what we can get today. Nasty Gains, thank you very much for 2 gifted subs. We got a bunch of 100, basically 100 bits already coming here. Red Pyramid Head dropping 10 gifted community subs. Thank you very much for that. You guys are incredible. Appreciate that. And that's taking us up to the next level. Bunch of $100, 100 bits. Thank you for Red Dragon. T-God, thank you for the follow. Coldstone 5351 dropping 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much for that. Again, guys, this is all over happening at twitch.tv/Robeytech right now. So if you're like watching on YouTube or watching and you're like, what is happening? This is what's happening. Gatorade Legend, thank you very much for your Prime sub. If you want to get in on that 3070 giveaway, again, dropping your free Prime sub is a great way to do that. That's Amazon Prime. You can use it over on Twitch. So if you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, pop on over and drop it. Drafaz, what's up? It's good to see you again. 5 gifted subs. Futile, love that name. 5 gifted subs as well. So if you want to pop on over and do that. And then extra entries come via gifted subs, like what people are doing, or also via tier 2 and tier 3 subs, which give you a ton of extra entries. Tier 3, I think, gets you like 15 or something like that. Or actually, I think it might be more than that. Okay, Entex, thank you very much for 3 months right there. I think it's like, I think tier 3, I think it's like, I forgot what tier 3 was. It's a lot. I'll have to figure that out. I'll ask him next time so you guys can have that information. 146%, guys, already at level 5. Let's see how high we can go. We're already at 300, so we're on our way to a 5800X for the giveaway. So we're 1 away from 5800, from the 5600X. There it is right there. Helventius, thank you very much. There's Shadow 1396 dropping 10 gifted subs. Thank you very much for that. Helvetius, thank you for your 1 gifted sub. CKCC dropping 10 more subs. 10 tier 3 subs. Holy crud, dude. The Ghastly Kush, 5 tier 1 subs. Dude, that was 10 tier 3 subs, guys. Holy crud. And there we are again, over 1,000%. Pivarock giving out 5 gifted subs, 5 tier 1s. Man, CK is the MVP today. That is crazy, buddy. Thank you very much for that. That's amazing support. Pivarock, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs. Oharaja, thank you for 2 tier 1 subs. Dark Julian 1 2 3 4 5 1 community sub, appreciate that. Guys, so far so good at 1500%. 3 minutes left. Can we get 2,000% twice? We're getting close, and we're 450 gives away the next giveaway tier. 450 gets us to a 5800X. Steel Gray Rider, thank you very much for the 1 community sub. Trippy, thank you very much for the 25 bits. Come on, 14%. Can we do it, guys? Snoobler, 1 month. Phi Bamazlama, scribing with Prime, thank you very much. Sorry if I butcher your name. I really do, guys. I know sometimes this may seem like this isn't the most entertaining thing, but guys, these are people who are supporting, so I super appreciate them doing this. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge those subs and the people doing that. Sweet Micah. Is it MCGA? I think if I've been saying it wrong the whole time, but anyway, thank you for the 100 bits. I always call you Sweet Micah, but maybe I'm wrong. Jesse Ray, 1968. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to some lucky person. 2 minutes left. Vine Glorious Gaming, 3 months. Happy 3-month anniversary. The Zebra Cakes, 100 bits. Thank you very much for that. 1,500%, guys. 500% away. 500 away. Wolf Fighter, 1 community sub, thank you. Burke CG giving out 1 tier 2. Thank you very much, Burke, for that. You do not need to be subbed to win the things that are on stream. These are for the sub only giveaways you do. But you get access to specific sub emotes and all sorts of things like that. Plus hugs for me. That's the other thing too, is you get lots of hugs. Hugs are a great thing, right? Everybody wants hugs. Again, guys, okay, 1 minute and 20 seconds left, guys. You guys are incredible. I super appreciate it. Everyone type Robey. Oh, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. Hey, 5 Bamas. Thank you very much. Again, Red Dragon dropping 5 more gifted subs. Toilet Tsunami giving out 2 tier 1. Appreciate you. Alvin Amos, 5 gifted subs. Thank you. 100 away from that next, from a 5800X. and 190% away from 2,000% for both. Hey, Skip, thank you very much for the 6. CKCC giving 4 months at tier 1. Oh, 4 months at tier 1. Oh, thank you very much. See, he's having a 4-month anniversary. What's up, buddy? Thank you very much. And there it is. Juniper Sorosa. There it was, you guys. I think we hit 2,000% right there at the end. So I appreciate you guys. And we still got gifted subs coming out here. Let me set the next goal as we finish this build. Where is my thing for this? Okay, here it is. Okay, here we go. All widgets. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't want themes. I want all widgets. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we are on our way to 5,800X. We have 385 subs. We need 450. After this, guys, 0.5. After this, guys, if we make it past this one, we're on our way towards giving away 3060. So we're almost to GPU giveaways. Thanks to CK, CC, and all those guys. Thank you very much, CK. You know I got nothing but love for you, my friend. Okay, what we're doing now is we're going to start pulling all of these cables taut. That's right, taut. I'm going to pull this one up. I'm going to pull the rest of these down. Okay, here we go. I want these out of the middle section here. That's what we're working on now. And we got to make sure these cables are flat, unfortunately, because if they're pointed up, it will not be... It will not make it fit within the case. Okay, let's go back to top down so you guys can see. Because I realized I don't have it there, so it was an honest mistake. Okay. There we go. Oh shoot, don't pull that out. I don't want to make that any more taut than it is, apparently. Use one right here just to keep the one cable straight. Okay. One more down here. Okay, so there's that. Now what we're going to do is start pushing this stuff over. We'll get all the rest of this like kind of figured out here, but I want this stuff as over as I can get it. Okay, there's that one. Okay, what we're going to do here is just kind of get these last kind of cables Nothing too crazy. Just in a nice controlled method here. There we go. See? Okay, so again, nothing too crazy here. What we're doing right now is just, all I did was like basically just get cables out of the holes. I don't want to crimp them, so I don't want them to be too tight. I just want them kind of out of the way and controlled here. But much cleaner than what we had before. That should be fine for getting that drive in. Okay, so now we can put in our GPU. And see what how this thing ends up being in the end. One more cable I forgot. There we go. Okay, so let's turn this over and get our GPU in. And our extensions and all that stuff. Okay, so let's get our GPU time, guys. Nothing too crazy with this card. This card's like not the craziest looking card. Pretty simple, but great for probably a case like this. Nice and thin. I guess I've never used this. I thought I've used this case. I feel like I've used this one before. Maybe I haven't. There it is right there. Okay. Let's go back to our thing down here. Okay. Okay, this has got like a weird. Okay. Interesting. It's like a kind of a clip on it. Kind of a weird holder on it, but kind of not. I can't tell. Ooh, shoot. Oh, was I expecting? Shoot. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, so we got that now. Okay, so that's that. There it is. There it's in. Okay, let's grab a couple cables here. A couple screws. Need two. And for specifically the ones for there's one and two. Okay, cool. Okay, now pop that back on, the little protector thing that they have here. Hold it down. It doesn't really do anything though. Okay, so there you go. Hey, thank you very much, Asani. Okay, so there we go. Now our thing is in. Okay, next stop is we're gonna basically put in our extension cables. Which I don't know how these are, like they're gonna run weird. Okay, well, we'll see how this works. Okay, so let's grab our extension cables. We're gonna do black. I wonder if, yeah, we're gonna do black and white. I know the GPU is very red, but black and white cables here. Still will play with the RGB. Figure out how this is gonna work. Gonna have to like flip up a little bit. Huh. Interesting. This is gonna be interesting with that, like how the cable works. I don't even know if cable extensions are gonna look all that great with this. Okay, one more cable here. Cable comb. Okay, there we go. Kind of this weird, unique cable comb here. I mean, it's look terrible, but kind of a unique situation here in terms of where to run this. I kind of feel like we want to run it down. If I did up against this, it's not too fat, like it, so it would still work, and then you could plug it in. Let's grab our, I need two of my bigger. What I'm trying to do is keep the white cables out of the cable area here. Trying to keep it straight now. Yeah, that should be okay if I do it right there. And that will be below the. Okay. Might get a little peak on the other side, but nothing too bad. Okay, EPS we don't have to worry about. So the only thing we have left is GPU. You get a little peak, but nothing. It's not as bad, and that doesn't look all that bad. Okay, so let's get our GPU here. Figure out where we're gonna run these. Okay, so right here, oopsie, just dropped the cable. Nobody died, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these in just to see where I'm gonna run them. Will not fit there. They could go right here. That looks like the best bet. Okay. Keep dropping them. Okay. Now what we're just doing is we're getting all of our stuff. All we have left after this is PSU, guys. We're cooking with gas. I wonder if, I think 4 might be the right number here in terms of cable combs. It's been so long since I've used like a 3-pin one. Go. Okay. Get our 4-pin one done. Hey, Vega, dropping 10 community subs. Thank you very much, Vega. It's good to see you. 415, guys. We're almost on our way to a 3060. Okay. Okay, cool. There we go. So we got that now. Okay, let's turn this over and let's get the rest of our stuff hooked up. Yes, Vega, we're working on it. It's all the parts. It's just now scheduling. I think all your parts are now here. I just confirmed you and Psycho all have all your parts. Thank you. Appreciate you liking my Nanoleaf. Yep, your build is very soon. Just got to figure out when now. Okay. There we go. Get all this put away, and then we're just going to put in our PSU at the very end of this whole thing. I'm excited. Okay. Flip this over. There's not a whole lot left. Let's grab our PSU, which I have not smelled yet. It's a Corsair. PSU time. Okay, for cables we need our power. We need a VGA, which we can use a split one for this. So we're fine there. We need one SATA. There we go. There's all our cables. Put that away. Move this out. Time for that electric high, guys. There's our extra. Okay. Oh man, I can smell that from here. Whoa. That one is strong. That is a strong smelling PSU. I think that's what. Woo! That one is stinky. That's a stinky one. That's a stinky PSU. Boy, way more stinky than I thought it would be. Okay. Let's get our parts in. You smelt it? I did what? I smelled what? Couldn't have dealt anything. It's a PSU. Oh man. I can smell it and it's not even plugged in. I mean, it's not even like most of the time the smell dissipates, but this one is like, this one's got like a lingering stink. Not all of them smell that way. I mean, not everybody knows. I mean, a lot of people know, right? Like the thing is like we're working with Yankee on our new Yankee Candle new PSU. Smelling. It's coming, guys. You wait. Who's excited? It's coming. It's coming. Okay, last connection here. We have a SATA. The EPS is already plugged in, so it's already in the ready to get plugged in anyway. Okay, so that's ready. Go and grab our cables here. There we go. Oops. Pull that out here in a minute. Okay, so now flip this over. Okay, there's the EPS one. Let's just get this in. Plug that into here. Switch to top down. At least, oh, that's nice. That's actually quite nice. was a little worried, but I will say one of the things that I have had issues with a lot of cases is like the PSU chamber is nice and tight, but this one actually went in very easily, which is good. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get our screwed in real quick. Okay. Wow stick. Huh. There we go. One more screw. All the screws are in. Okay, there we go. All the screws are in. All in all, whoa, I'm frozen. Oh no, it looked like I was frozen there for a second. That was weird. Okay, put that away. All in all, like, even though for all of the things I've complained about, not a whole lot, some issues, right? Like, I'm not more than I would typically have on PC builds for sure, in terms of just building in the case, but not the most painful. I have that Monarch build, that Monarch case, that was brutal to build in, and at least this is not that bad in terms of just buildability. That's a word. It's a word I've just invented. Buildability. In terms of buildability, it's not so bad. I have definitely built in worse. But I mean, I have also built in a lot better, and so that's not saying but I'm just saying, like, at least it's nice. Like the Monarch one, I was like, have you ever built has anybody ever built a PC in this case? Because it was terrible. This one is not as bad. I'm not saying the Monarch was not a high bar either. Okay. Now come on, don't do this to me. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a couple things here. And we're gonna shard. Oh, you know, I went too fast. Put away a piece I didn't need yet. I still needed. There you go. Okay, sharding. Ugh, I hate it when it twists like that, but. It's okay. Okay, now I gotta see how I'm gonna get this to work. This has got to go around for sure. And it would help if it's the other direction. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to put one zip tie for sure. The last one is not as big of a deal. Problem is I need this to stay. Actually, I might be able to just zip tie this right here. Keep it flat. Okay. Okay, takes care of that. Okay, last cable, which is the easiest. Just a little bit of SATA. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more zip tie. Okay, let's pull these. That's to keep this out of this little black space right here. Okay, build's done. See in the front how bad it is, but okay. Now guys, one thing as we get into the end here, how many likes do we have on YouTube, by the way? Do we have all of our YouTube likes for the community giveaway? $670, guys. We need 30 more likes on the YouTube to basically finish this out. Actually, it's fine. Good. Perfect. 673. Yeah, it's done, guys. Okay, here we go. Popping the top back on. Gonna have to do some cable pushing, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Actually, that went on beautifully and easily. For all that cable room I thought I was worried about, it actually went on without a problem at all. It like just popped in like a dream. Oh, I should still have. It was an easy pop. Okay, so we've hit our YouTube goal. Okay, let's go ahead and start our first giveaway real quick, guys. This is for the community giveaway. So everybody say thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Twitch, because you guys unlocked this giveaway. This is 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Entry for this is going to be !community. You got 2 minutes on that. Starting that giveaway right now while I finish this. This is for 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Giveaway is starting as soon as I find it. Where's 1 terabyte? Where's the 500 gig? Oh, there it is. Starting the giveaway now. Okay, there you go. 2 minutes, guys. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna finish putting this back together. Okay, clean that up. Okay, there we go. How heavy? Is it heavy now? Is it like, I'm just curious, is it still pretty light? Well, that's not bad. Not as bad. Okay, guys, 30 seconds left. Okay, yeah, we're gonna see. Again, I'm gonna see what we can feel from an air standpoint here in a minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Looks like, oh, wait, I'm paused. Oh no, I'm not. Oh God, it's like, it's so funny. Oh man, okay, here we go. First winner is X Chaos X Hollow X, and the second winner was Aldrich Borg 91. There we go. X Hollow X and X Chaos Hollow X Hollow X and Alder. There you go, guys. Okay, congratulations, you guys. Okay, now let's see how this build is going to do here. And then Blondie, let me know if Sweet Micah had some questions we can answer. Because once we can do this, we're gonna go right into the other giveaway. Also, as the last bit, guys, we are going to be, we have 1,000 people here, almost 2,000 people on the stream total. We have 1,000 people on Twitch, and one of the things we love to do is to go find small streamers who don't have a ton of people to raid them. And the only thing I ask, guys, I know, is just to stick around for 10, 15 minutes, throw them a follow, say hi. You guys do not understand. It is one of my favorite parts of the night to watch people react to putting my community in one of their streams. It makes their night. And I love making people's nights. Guys, just to do that, it blows them away. And you are such an incredible community of people who deserves to be shared. So I would appreciate that that when we raid, post the stream after you've done the giveaway, if you could just take a chance just to say hi, just to be there for a little bit, and really, I mean, they shake, some of them cry, like it's incredible. So I appreciate it. Let's turn on the build. Here it goes. Okay, lights. That's a good sign. Wow, that was really quiet. This build, I see nothing from the AIO though. That might not be, is there nothing that power? I mean, it's plugged in the pump. I'm seeing if the pump got unplugged or anything like that, but I don't see anything that's saying the pump's not plugged in. I'm not getting any lights off the pump, but the pump is, there's nothing to it that I can tell. So that's the only thing that's missing is the pump. I'm looking to see if we've got any post issues. The Radeon's lit up. But there it is. Okay, now apparently, let's see, does this do anything? Oh, wait, oh, it's doing stuff. Oh man, look, it's working. No, look, it actually is. Okay, let's turn up the music, hold on. Okay, that didn't seem to do it. Okay, let's see what music 2 does. Oh, it goes. It's changing based on the music stuff. It's a DJ PC. Okay, here we go. Here's 3. It's DJ PC. See, it's all worth it. It's sound activated RGB. That's pretty actually awesome. There we go. There it is right there. Oh yeah, we'll get Bob in here. Where's Bob? Okay, here we go. There we go, we'll get Bob in here. There we go. Oh, it's Party Bob. There it is. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Obviously, the AIO is working fine because it would have shut off. So Just got to figure out with the light. It's probably some lighting stuff with the lighting might be wacky on the RGB pin. So I think the fractal's apparently working. I mean, obviously, because it would have shut off if the power. But yeah, needs a new song. So anyway, guys, that is the build. Let's do the last giveaway. This came out great. That came out great. What's the one thing I do want to see? Let's see how much air this thing is pulling from the front. Oh my gosh, like, oh, it's actually getting quite a bit of air. Here, let's I'll do let's put it over the side view real quick, and I'll show you guys with a piece of paper. It's actually getting more air than I thought. So there is some air there. Okay, closing this really awesome. I will get it hooked up. I know that Sweet Mike is going to be like, oh, you didn't know your Wi-Fi? Yes, I'm in the studio and I didn't know we have new Wi-Fi, so I didn't know what this was for it. Okay, here we go. Let me show you. One thing that always drives me nuts about these cases is that I don't want to touch. Okay, here's the case. Now here, grab a piece of paper. Here. I was actually surprised. Here we go. How much air we're getting out of the front of the case. Here, you can see. Here, let me use a thinner piece. So can you see that? It's hard to see if I can do it. I need a smaller piece of paper. Hold on. I'm failing at this whole thing right now. Is this? Yeah, this might work. Here we go. This might work. Here we go. Can you see that? It's actually blowing way more air than I expected to. I'm trying to find a good way to visualize it, but it's better than I expected. We'll test thermals and all that other stuff, but again, CFM's only 33. It is pretty, it's not, guys, we're not talking about crazy, but testing. Look at that, testing. We be bussin'. That music is, that's pretty funny. It's so good. Okay, here we go. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear GiM PC. Happy birthday to you. There we go. They're bussin'. Oh, there we go. So anyway, guys, there's the whole thing. Let's do the giveaway. I super appreciate who had fun today. Who had a good time today? I hope you all had a good time. I really I appreciate you guys all being here and having a lot of fun. This was a good, and I love doing new cases. Let's do this last giveaway. We're giving away a 5600X. We didn't quite make 5800X. Anybody want to drop 30 subs real quick, 29 subs, and we'll give away a 5800X? But anyway, I'm fine. You don't really have to do that. We're going to give away this 5600X, and then we're going to raid somebody, guys. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So super excited about doing that. So please stick around just for 10-15 minutes. If you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, appreciate you tuning in every week. We won't be rating obviously on your channels, but we'll be saying goodnight after this. Guys, it was been absolutely incredible. Let's do this giveaway now, and we will see where it goes. Okay, so we're gonna go not to giveaway history. Let's not fail like I just did. Give me a second. Give me a break. Yeah, well, never mind. Oh, we got it so close. Vega's taking it with, okay. Vega took it to within, I'll give away, I'll do it. I'll give it away. Nah, Vega, because Vega's awesome, I'll give it away. If somebody still drops 4s, amazing, I appreciate you, but giveaways. I don't want history, okay, there we go. And Vega, there he goes. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we definitely, okay, whoa, okay, okay. Wow, okay. You know what? Because you guys are so incredible, I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna surprise you. Who's ready to get surprised? Who's ready to get surprised? I'm gonna surprise you. But anyway, first, gosh darn it, I hit the wrong button. Before we do that, I'm gonna surprise you with the giveaway we're gonna give away next. So thank you very much for all your incredible support and everything from there. I'm gonna surprise you. You guys are the best community ever. You're the best community ever. I want you to know that. And I wanna say, first of all, say thank you to Newegg. Say thank you, Newegg, because they're the ones who make this show happen on a week-to-week basis. Super appreciate them. And here we go. We're gonna give away an RTX 3060. That's right, RTX 3060. You guys being incredible. Thank you to CKCC, Vega, all of you incredible people who support me every week. That's my way of saying thank you to you. Not even going to 650, just gonna give away 3060 now. Exclamation point Newegg now. And there you go. Now, one thing that's different, guys, if you do win the 3060, you cannot win for a year. Just, you know, giveaway, cards are so hard to come by, and we do giveaways like this. Basically, you're good for a year when we give away a GPU. So just as an FYI. Okay, 1 minute and 33 seconds left. I'm gonna check with Blondie, who's probably got a raid target for me because she's amazing. Okay. Okay. Let's see what she says here. Okay, so we got a couple questions. It's a couple things that came out about specifically while we're waiting about the Surface. A couple questions came out. Keyboard size is standard. There is no 10 key on it. As another thing. Another question of what is the weight? It's 2.8 pounds for the 13.5 inch, and then 3.4 pounds for the 15 inch. It comes with a full version of Windows 10 Home, as the OS was the other question. 13-inch AMD has 19.5 hours of battery life and 17.5 on the 15-inch. Wow, 19.5. I was off by a full hour. So there we go right there. It's good for productivity with the answer is hell yes. The 3.5-inch screen is literally built for multitasking. The Best Buy link has all the basic tech specs for people who want to check it out down in the below. And then, guys, we're going to be rating one of my favorite people tonight. We're going to be rating Rem AG. Who is another PC builder, but also plays PUBG and stuff like that. And I want you guys to say good thing. Big shout out to Kevin Darby, who got played 3 games of Fortnite today. First time ever playing Fortnite, and 2 of them were victory royales. So that is just how good of a gamer Kevin is. When you guys, just as an FYI, so give a shout out to Kevin, who's our lead tech guy here at Robeytech. So player of the game for sure. Okay, drawing the winners. Right now, I'm going to pick our winner. Congratulations to Leolfoot. Leolfoot. Congratulations, Leolfoot. You won an RTX 3060. Congratulations, my friend. You guys are awesome. Anyway, guys, let's go raid Rem. For those of you who are at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, thank you very much for being here. We're going to be saying goodnight here. For the rest of you, please stick around, say goodbye, say hi to Rem, and let's make life awesome. Please make sure that you reach out, winner of the 3060, make sure that you reach out to Blondie. You got to do that right now. I'm going to give you a couple minutes while I search for Rem, so now's the time to do it. Here we go. He's playing Call of Duty Black Ops, guys. Cold War. Starting that raid. Oh, he just signed off. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna raid somebody else. Do we have another raid target? Okay, stand by, guys. We got one more raid target. He just signed off. What a doofus. We're gonna find a different. Let me find a different raid person. Let me see if I got anybody in here. See if I got anybody I'm following. Oh, pallet box? We can do. Yes, if you GNFX virus again. Okay, somebody's saying GNFX virus. Let's do him. We've actually rated pallet box a few. Well, let's do pallet box. I like pallet box. We'll raid pallet box for today. He's awesome. He's going to be on for a while. Why am I not finding him? He's one of my followers. What's the deuce? Oh, one sec, guys. I'm gonna get him up here. This is not supposed to take this long. Oh, pallet's not flying. Pallet's not streaming. Okay, we can do GNFX. Okay, we'll do GNFX virus again. Okay, we're gonna do GNFX virus again. Okay, here we go, guys. He's playing Rocket League. Starting that raid right now. Thank you very much, guys. If you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, have a great night. For the rest of you, let's see, 600 people. Let's go make somebody's day awesome. Rating him now. Good night, guys.
Welcome, Raiders, man. Holy smokes, you guys never let me down. I love it. Heck yeah, give me the meme modes, boy. Give me the meme modes. I see you with the 19 bits. Thank you, thank you. Holy cow. Robey, how was your stream, brother? Well, it's not like I'll be able to see it, really. I was lurking. While I was setting shit up, man. You guys have an amazing community. Red Dragon, my homie with the 100 bits. Thank you, brother. And thank you guys for all of the follows, man. Holy cow, we're so close to 1,000 followers. What is happening?